welcome to the practical learning session of email writing. We have already learned all about email etiquettes, email body, salutation, closure, and subject line. Today, let's do a small practical to understand the same. So when we are talking about this particular sphere, there are few things that have to be kept in mind. Now here, beginning from the top, the to option. The to option has to have the recipient's email address. Here, I have to make sure that I am double checking and inserting the email address of the right person. Let's say it's abc@henryharvin.com. Now here, once I've inserted the email address, I have to make sure that I am talking about the two important options here, the CC recipient as well as the BCC recipient. Usually when we are talking about business emails, that is where I have to keep people from my organization in CC and BCC. Let's see these fields first. Clicking on the CC option, it's going to have the carbon copy here. Maybe I wish to attach my manager's email address here so that he or she is in loop as to whatever information is being shared. Let's imagine the ID is xyz@henryharvin.com. Now here, when I'm talking about email addresses, I have to make sure of a few things. One, I'm not adding people unnecessarily to this message. There should be people who are actually concerned about this. Talking about the BCC note. Here, it's a blind carbon copy. That means the person who's the recipient of this email, that is abc@henryharvin.com, will be able to see the people in CC but will not be able to see the people in BCC. Here, I have to make sure that this is the most important person who is directly involved with my project but is not directly involved in the conversation. Let's say he is my team lead. Team lead @henryharvin.com. So here, this person will be a part of my communication with my recipient. Now coming and talking about the subject line. The subject line, as we read and understood previously, should be short, should be crisp, and should be conveying the proper message. Here, let's say this is in regards to one of my candidates who is facing troubles in viewing the sessions, right? So I have to think of a catchy subject line for a response to that email. I'll first decide that what is it that I have to write. Let me create a mental mind map and outline as to what all things have to be shared. Number one, I am opening a project. So here I will be giving details about this project. Number two, I have to decide what is this project about. I just shared that here the project is about a candidate. The candidate must have enrolled for one of the courses in my organization. Number three, what is it that the person is sharing? The person shared that he or she is facing troubles in viewing the presentations. Number four, I have to make sure I'm giving complete details. Now, after understanding my message, let's frame a quick subject line. The subject line would be issues faced by candidate name. I'll mention the name here. In viewing the presentations. Now here, my message is clear that there are issues being faced by my candidate in viewing the PPTs. Next, I have to make sure that the recipient is a person in my organization. That's the reason I'm forwarding this technical glitch to him or her. Now, here, I have to make sure that I am communicating in my professional tone, even if I know this person in person. Dear ABC, now there would be a name here, definitely. Here, after this, I may mention greetings. This is to inform you that one of my candidates, name of the candidate being mentioned here, in the email writing batch is unable to view the presentations shared. I'm making these errors intentionally now. I'll come back to them. Shared over our online portal. Please look into the matter and let me know what proceedings have to be taken care of. Now here, if you see, there are a few things that have to be taken care of. 1. Do you think my message is complete? No. There are still details missing from my message. Details such as I've mentioned here that the person is unable to view the presentation over the online portal, but the exact problem has not been mentioned by me. So here, I need to add what is the exact problem. Whenever the person logs in to the portal, he, she, depending on whomsoever I'm writing it for, do not mention both he, she first, is taken back to the home screen now. Here, the second most important thing, proofreading once I am done. Do you think that I am sharing it to a technical person? So I might also have to attach screenshots of the same. So here I am sharing this, sharing with you the screenshots as shared by my candidate. Please look into the matter and let me know what proceedings have to be done. Now the body seems to be complete. Here, I now have to proofread my content. I had made some errors intentionally there. Let's see how proofreading would help. Dear ABC, I know the person is abc@henryharvin.com. Greetings. This is to inform you that one of my candidates, the name of the candidate has to be mentioned here before I share this, in email writing batch is unable to view the presentations shared over. This has to be shared. Shared over our online portal. Whenever the person logs in to the portal, he or she is taken back to the home screen. Sharing with you the screenshots as shared by my candidate. Please look into the matter and let me know what proceedings have to be done. Now here comes my closure. This is to a person who is within my organization. I can simply write thanks and regards followed by my complete name. Here I have to mention my designation, relationship manager. Now below this, I have to make sure that I'm mentioning the name of my organization as well. Henry Harvin. That's it. If this has to be shared with someone who's outside my organization, I might even have to mention my details of the office. I can simply mention my phone number here and it's going to be done. But there's a small little thing that again has to be taken care of. What is that thing? I have written sharing with you the screenshots of the same. Do you think I've attached any screenshots? That is the error that people commit. Let me take you to a few tools and techniques here. This is my undo button. Please have a look at my cursor. This is my redo button. Undo is used when I have to get back something that I have recently deleted. Redo is used when I have to redo the entire task. Now, if you see here, this is a whole list of my font styles. I have to use something which is very basic and readable, not something that is bold unnecessarily or that is not readable. Next comes my text size. When I click on it, it's normal right now. Your text size also should be at the normal position. There's another one which says small, which says large and huge. Normal is the most precise one. This is followed by bold, italics, and underline. I can even change the color of my text, but in 99% of the cases, I have to make sure that my text color is black only because it's more readable and the contrast of white and black makes it better. Here, I have to make sure that my background color can also be changed here. If you see right now, my background is white and my text color is black. You have to choose a contrast whenever you're writing. Here, people also prefer choosing the logo color of their organization and relate their text accordingly. Next comes my alignment. Left alignment, center alignment, and alignment towards the right. This is followed by my bullets and numberings, the numbering list, the bullet list. Next is my indentation. If I have to make it less, I can click on this option. If I have to make it more, I can click on this option. Next comes my quote option. This is usually used when I am quoting a price. The next option here is a strike through option, which would strike through the word. The next option is remove formatting. Let's assume that I am introducing my organization here. I have copied the details from my website. There are a few formattings which need to be removed. This is the option that has to be chosen then. Next is my send button. Next to it is my formatting option and attach files. As you remember in my email, I've written I have to attach screenshots. I will be doing the same. This is followed by the link, emoticons, drive files, pictures, and even turn confidential mode on or off. If my confidential mode is on, the person who is the recipient will not be able to share this email, forward this email to another person. Next is my insert signature option. Here in this option, I have been given the opportunity to insert my signature. Right now, there are no signature. We can even go to manage signatures and include our signatures here. There's another important feature here that has to be kept in mind. Next to the send button is a small arrow which gives me more send options. As I click on this, it gives me the scheduling option. As soon as I schedule this, it gives me options when I can send this. If I have to customize this option, I can pick a date and time, and the email will automatically be shot at that time. So here are the few important options for writing an email to a colleague in the same organization. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more such interesting recordings. Thank you so much.